Hello there, Facebook. It is a great day in the neighborhood, and I decided to jump on and share my lunch with you. It is so easy to get involved in work, forget what you're doing, and then by the time you look up, you feel like you can eat your fingers, literally. It feels like an episode of Survivor, but it doesn't have to be that way. I'm going to show you an easy to prepare lunch that you can do ahead of time so that you can have leftovers for the next couple of days. I am making kale and a black and navy bean salad. So I've already rinsed everything. Hey Tina, I've already rinsed everything so that it's ready to go. And so the first thing we want to do is to break down our kale. Now, you say, raw kale? What's up with that? It just seems to be like the craze. Everybody's talking about it. But here's the thing. I love healthy living. I love healthy food. But if it's not yummy, it's not going in here. So I am a scientist for you. I got you, you know? So I have just tried many different ways of making kale. And I find that the easiest way to eat it raw, and which is what everybody does anyway, is they use extra virgin olive oil. I've just put it in a container for easy use. And so we're just going to break it down, and we're going to be very liberal. But I don't know if other people teach you how to really get in there with the olive oil. You got to make it happy. In order to make it happy, you got to massage it. So healthy living has to do with, for me, has to do with being able to go. And you know, we want to be able to go, because the more we go, the healthier we are, and the less we have to see the doctor, the less mucus and inflammation we have. So if I have to eat this in order to not see a doctor, yes please. So we're just going to massage this in, make that nice and happy, and set this to the side. Now, this is today's lunch. However, this is going to be really good tomorrow. Hi ladies, thanks for joining me. Let me know if you have any questions as I'm preparing this. I'll be happy to answer, and if I don't know the answer, you know I will research it and find out, because then you make me so curious that I have to know. Okay, let me just rinse my hands. Okay. So then, already washed, I have a scallion, I've got fresh cilantro, and I've got some little grape tomatoes. I also have garlic and avocado and black olives. So good. All right, here's a trick. So you know how you buy the cilantro and you've got all of this part here and you don't know what to do with it, so we usually just throw it away. Here's what I'm going to do. First of all, I like to rip a lot of things because it keeps the integrity of the vegetable. This is going to go into the bean salad because it's nice and pretty. But I'm going to take a portion of this because it's got really nice flavor, and cilantro as well as parsley has it's great for digestion. And so the principle is to be full, be satiated, but be focused as well, because we don't want to get the itis and want to take a nap. So I'm going to take a piece of this where it is closest to where you still get bits of leaf here. I'm going to make a coarse chop, and then I'm going to, so I've only used half of that, but enough to toss into the kale salad to make that happy. And so since I've started with this, I'm going to just chop the rest of the cilantro. Yes, Loretta, I'm making a bean salad and a kale salad. And sometimes I can actually reconstitute the beans, but when it's in the middle of the week, I don't do that. I just, whatever is the quickest thing for me to do. So I put that into the bean salad there. I'm going to, where's my little, okay. I'm going to toss in, yes, child, you can't get the itis because you got stuff to do. You got people to, you know, people to meet and stuff. So I put a few olives in there. These are not pitted. I remember I had ordered some food from one of those places where you get everything pre-made, pre-packaged, you know, to make your own meals. I found it so difficult because I cook on a normal basis. So, but they weren't pitted, and I was like losing my mind. So anyway, so listen, I gotta be able to do multitask here. So I'm just chopping the scallion. And to make it extra happy, what you can do, because this was a large scallion, take a handful here, take a handful there, put it in both salads. Done deal. Now what I like to do with the bean salad, say tomorrow when everything is like really delicious, and if you have any left over, add that on the side with some scrambled eggs and you're good to go. All right, so now I'm going to add the avocado, but I'm going to add the avocado to the bean salad because it's going to be very nice texture, make it nice and creamy. So how's everybody's day going so far? I hope it's going well. Everybody's doing good. Now we're not going to add too much garlic, though I can because I work from home, and even if I talk to you, it's going to be on the phone and here, so you know there won't be any ill effects. So here's the thing, hubby is like healthy, la 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 la. He hates kale salad, but just between us, I am very happy that he doesn't like it because it just means it's more for me. And then when I get hungry and I crash, I could just run to the fridge and just grab this. So I'm going to do 1 clove of garlic, rough chop, and then again. Add that to the kale salad. Ooh, I better move a little quicker. Wipe my hands again. Add the tomato, darling. You want your food to be as colorful as possible because it just delights the eye. And then since this is all connected, you ever have a time when you're cooking, you're hungry, you cook, and then at the end you're not hungry anymore? It's because you've been smelling the food and you lose your appetite. But don't be fooled, you're still hungry. So you still have to eat. That's why it's best not to do it on an empty stomach. So I'm not going to look at you because, you know, I like to cook, but I'm not a chef and I like my fingers. So excuse me as I don't look up at the camera. All right. And since the bean salad has nice color, I've put that in the kale. So look what's happening so far. Yes, darling, yes. All right. I almost forgot. Red onion. Now, if you don't have a red onion, that's perfectly fine. I like Vidalia onions because they have a nice sweetness to them. But here's a tip. Do not store your onions in the refrigerator. They increase the sugar content. Isn't that weird? I thought that was strange myself. So I just put them in the pantry. Because if I'm going to consume sugar, I want to enjoy it thoroughly, and because I put it in there on purpose. Thank you very much. So about 3 slices. rough chop. Then again. And I'm a proponent of I don't count calories. I think that takes a lot of joy out of eating. So, but I'm just very mindful about what I put in my body. So is my package on its way? Yes, darling, yes. It's on its way. Yes, it's on its way. So, ooh, it's almost done. I'm happy. Ooh, salt and pepper. 1 second. There we are. So I'm just adding in some black pepper to both. Some sea salt to both. Kale. And the piece de resistance. The lime, darling. The lime. Okay. Just roll that out. Makes it easy for you. I tell you a secret. When I was a little girl, when I used to watch Yan Can Cook, did you guys ever watch PBS? He had one of these, and I was like, oh my God, when I get big, I'm getting me one of those, right? And so life happens, and you know, I never got one of those. And then I was when I was dating hubby, I saw he had one of these. I was like, oh, this is a sign. You know how we girls do that. It wasn't a sign for that, but you know, listen, anything that works, right? So I'm just going to squeeze this right on top of the kale, 1/2. So that's nice and happy. And then the other half, maybe not as much on the bean salad. It doesn't need as much acid. So squeeze about half, leave some in there, taste it, and then you could test. 1 second, I'm just gonna go get something to mix that. Now, the great thing is I've made these separate, but you could just mix all of this in together and make it very more awesome. But I've kept it separate so that if I want to make a bean salsa to add with my eggs tomorrow, I can. All right. So I'm just going to taste a little bit because y'all not catching me out there with no kale in my teeth. You heard? So now, since it's my house, I can do what I want. I'm using the same. I'm using the same utensils for the other one. All right, that looks really nice. Okay, this needs a little bit more olive oil into the kale salad and just a touch into the bean salad. Okay. No sign, Loretta. Yeah, no, I'm not. Y'all not catching me out there, screenshotting me, putting me on blast. Look at her green teeth. No, ma'am, not today. Okay, so here you go. Now the goodness is at the bottom, so you have to just keep turning it and just go find it. Let me see here. I might just have to add some more goodness. Oh, such a pity. And the great thing about it is that you could just nosh on this all day without any guilt, because I don't believe in eating with guilt anyway. So let me just prepare a plate so you can see this gorgeousness all to itself, darling. Here, let me serve this for you. Let me find some tomato here. Yes, and another one. Yes. And then some of that bean salad right in the center there. Don't forget that avocado. We need fat in order to burn fat. So let's not get paranoid and go overboard. But at the same time, use your judgment, you know? So here you have it. Let me see. Can you see that? So, if you would like the recipe to this, and if you're viewing this anywhere other than the timeline, go to facebook.com/Fonda Clayton for more videos like this. And if you'd like the recipe, just PM me and I will send it over to you. But you've got to send me your email address. Until later, I wish you a happy day. I hope this has inspired you to make your own lunch quick and easy. May you be nourished, may you be satisfied, and may you be focused. I love you like cooked food, even though this is not cooked. All right? Bye for now.